boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. A boom, boom, a boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. So if you are wondering, this particular episode of Empire, it was not filled with a lot of action-packed things, which I kind of do like, because they did need to slow down the pace after that last episode, because they gave us a little bit too much in the last episode. Girl, they almost took my life in that last episode. But basically, this episode right here was, of course, the recording of Lucius's new hit single or album or whatever the fuck he's recording. But basically, we find out how Lucius's mother ended up dying and how he ended up becoming homeless. Now, we kind of already sort of knew what was going to transpire. We kind of already knew that she was going to commit suicide from previous episodes where, you know, of course, he hit the bullets and things like that, and she put the gun to her head. So we pretty much knew that she was going to commit suicide. But what we didn't know is that his mother was bipolar. Okay, I mean, we could kind of sort of get a little bit of clues here and there, but that's one thing that we did not know, that his mother was bipolar. We find out that before Lucius was Lucius Lyon, he was Dwight Walker. And we know that his mom, who was played by Kelly Rowland, she tried to drown him. Of course, you know, when you have people who have mental illnesses, sometimes they hear voices and shit in their head, and sometimes they tell them, you know, you need to cleanse this person. They the devil. So she probably was hearing that stuff in her head. So she decided to cleanse Dwight Walker before he became Lucius. Of course, he was a little boy. And in the process of doing that, she almost drowned him. But as she was doing that, she came to. And as she came to, of course, she felt, you know, really guilty about the fact that she almost killed her child. And overcome with this guilt, she decided to commit suicide. And we later on find out, after, you know, they recorded the video and everything like that, you know, they had Cookie's birthday. Well, Lucius had a birthday party for Cookie. After she thought that none of the kids were going to show up, Lucius ended up getting them all together. They came together, and Cookie decided to, you know, pretty much debut the video for everybody to see. And as they were playing the video, of course, you know, and they had the Kelly Rowland look-alike, and they had the Dwight Walker look-alike, the little boy Lucius look-alike. And as they were playing it, of course, Andre sees that, you know, his mother put the gun to, you know, her head, etc., etc. And he was like, "Pop, did Grandmama have did she have bipolar disorder?" He was like, "I don't know. They didn't have a name for it back then." We know back in the back day, they didn't really have names for this stuff. So if she did have some type of, you know, situation going on, of course, Lucius wouldn't have knew about it. I mean, hell, he was a little boy at the time. So, of course, back then, they didn't have names about it, and something going on with this fucking piece of hair. So, of course, Andre is feeling some type of way about the fact that Lucius didn't disclose to him that his grandmother possibly had bipolar disorder, because you have a lot of people who are, you know, that are adopted and things like that. A lot of times, you know, they want to know their family's history, their, you know, the family that they don't know family history, because there's a lot of stuff that you can find out from your previous family. You can, you know, kind of prevent a lot of things from happening. You can go to the doctor and get tested for certain things to ensure that you're not affected by that. So he's feeling some type of way, the fact that Lucius didn't disclose to him that his mother was bipolar. Lucius reveals to Andre the reason why he never told him about his mother being possibly having bipolar disorder was because he was embarrassed by her, because she was a complete nut job, and he was also embarrassed by Andre because he's a nut job as well. I mean, and that, of course, that sent Andre over the edge. He stormed out of the house. And, girl, we don't know what the fuck is going on with Andre at this particular point in time. Girl, I don't know if Andre is about to go and do some more crazy shit off himself, go and tell the damn pastor, girl, that he committed this murder. I don't know. Some shit gonna pop off before this season is over. I have a feeling that Andre is gonna confess to this pastor that he killed, oh boy. You know, you know what I'm talking about. Him. And I guess in the midst of all this happening, Hakeem had a come to Jesus moment, because, girl, Hakeem then sat there and asked Miss Laura from Gladys Knight and the Pips. He didn't ask her to marry him, girl. And, of course, Tiana comes out and she sees him. Well, she doesn't see him on his knee. She comes out after they're all, you know, the cameras and things are taking pictures and they're all celebrating. She comes out and she sees it. And you can clearly tell that she's a little bit jealous, because her and Miss Gladys Knight and the Pips already had words. Because, you know, if you don't know, if you have been following the show, you know that Miss Gladys Knight and the Pips, she is the opening act for Tiana on this tour that Camilla was trying to stop, and Cookie ended up getting her to go ahead and push her through, because she found out that, you know, Miss Gladys Knight and the Pips was going to be going with him, so she felt like she'll be away from be away from Hakeem long enough to soar her royal oats, but of course, Lucius then went ahead and, made her off her goddamn self. So, her, like I said, Tiana and Laura are having words because she feels like Laura is going over the time and cutting into her performance time. So they have a few words and they ended up squashing the beef. And Hakeem steps in and says, well, you know what, give her a little bit of more time in the areas where it's, smaller cities. You don't have a whole lot of people, so she can, pretty much just, do her thug this or, give her a little bit of airtime. So they agree to that. And of course, Tiana sees them in there kissing and after he's talking to Laura and all this stuff. And of course, she's feeling some type of way. So clearly, Tiana still has some deep feelings for Hakeem. So I don't know how this is going to play out with her and Laura, especially now that Camilla's dead. Is she going to be the new fucking Camilla? She's going to try to step in and just do some old crazy rank-a-dank ass shit? Who knows, girl? This shit is getting crazier and crazier. We only have a couple more episodes before the end of the season, so it's about to get good. And in the midst of Andre storming out after Lucius tells him he's embarrassed by him being a nut job, Rhonda decides to call up old crazy ass Boo Boo Kitty. Why? I'm like, girl, do you not have no type of family, Miss Rhonda? Why out of all people would you call her Miss Boo Boo Kitty? I guess her and Boo Boo Kitty are, kind of sort of like friends. And of course, she's feeling overwhelmed by the whole situation of Andre being, a little nutty. And she said, I need a break from caring for him. I need to care for myself. So she decides, okay, Boo Boo Kitty decides to ask her to sleep over, okay, at her house, to get away from the, the chaos and shit like that. Because don't nobody know where Andre done went at this particular point in time, girl. We don't know if Andre done went somewhere to jump off a motherfucking bridge or where he at, girl. We don't know if he done went to the house or drank himself to death. Nobody knows where the fuck Andre is. So, like I said, Rhonda decided to call up Boo Boo Kitty to hang out with Boo Boo Kitty for the night or 2 days or whatever. But you know what I'm thinking? Is it possible? I know y'all keep saying that you think Boo Boo Kitty is the one who, pushed Rhonda down those stairs. But what I want y'all to answer is this. Do you think that while Rhonda is over Boo Boo Kitty's house, do you think that she's going to see those same Louis Vuittons that, was walking out of the door after she was laying on that fucking ground? I'm thinking that's probably going to happen. I know I was one of the people who said that I don't think that Lee Danes would sit there and actually make it as obvious as being Boo Boo Kitty as pushing Rhonda down the stairs. But do you think that while Rhonda is over Boo Boo Kitty's house, she's going to see those same Louis fucking Vuittons, girl, and she's going to have that flashback and she's going to be like, you know what, bitch? You the one who pushed me down them stairs. Theory. So remember Jamal and Hakeem earlier in the episode went to find Miss Frida. Okay, they went to find Miss Frida because they want her to work with them because Lucius did not use her in the music video and things like that. So she's feeling some type of way. At first she's like, you know what, Lucius is like a father to me. I'm not, I don't know what y'all got against him. Y'all done had y'all little falling out with y'all daddy, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm not with it. But she eventually shows up to their the empire or whatever, and she decides to go ahead and work with them. So as they're in there recording a song and all this shit, they having a little situation, Cookie comes in, and as Cookie's in there, she was like, you know what? She starts talking about Frank Gathers because one of her lyrics was about Frank Gathers. She was like, Frank Gathers? So Cookie asked her, what is Frank Gathers, sir? She was like, yeah, that's my father, but he was murdered in prison. So now this is the plot twist. Okay, now you have Miss Frida, okay, who is now working with Hakeem and Jamal. Now, of course, Cookie knows that Frida's father is the person that Lucius had murdered in prison. So how all of this is going to play out, I have no idea. Is it going to turn out that Frida going to get her goons to come and kill Lucius? I don't know how all this is going to play out, girl. I don't even know if Frida will be able to find out that Lucius is the one who killed her father in prison. Who knows? But that is the plot twist. The fact that Frida is now working with them, and now Cookie knows that Frida is Frank Gathers' daughter. Also, of course, like I said, you got Andre, who, Lucius then told Andre he's embarrassed by him because he feels like he's a nut job. You also have Hakeem, who asked Laura to marry him. You also have Rhonda, who is spending the night over Boo Boo Kitty's house, and just possibly maybe you have Rhonda, who's going to end up seeing the Louis Vuittons that walked out of the door after they pushed her down them fucking stairs. It's a whole lot of plot twists going on in this here particular episode. That's pretty much all that I could remember that was kind of really worthy of even talking about, to be honest with you, because like I said, there wasn't a whole lot going on in this episode, but okay, girl, it was enough. It was enough for me. So I'm excited for episode 14. Okay, again, this one is titled, what the fuck is this one titled, y'all? Y'all know I'm not politically correct. The Tameness of a Wolf. Okay, the Tameness of a Wolf. And I guess the tameness that they're thinking about is the fact that now that, you know, Lucius had this, you know, whole flashback thing, maybe he's going to be a little bit tame since he has, you know, told his story and all this stuff. Maybe he's going to kind of mellow himself out since he doesn't have all of this weighing on his shoulders anymore. Who knows? Okay, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.